Hello and welcome to round 4 of the 2016 BLK Queensland Premier Rugby Wrap. A few things have changed since we saw you last week. Jeeps have collected their first win of the season, and the point that everyone is talking about, Norths have posted their third consecutive win for the first time in nearly a decade. Let's take a look at how it all unfolded. Norths accounted for East's 36-18, Jeeps held on for a 2-point victory over Brothers, Sunnybank continued Bond's woes with a 42-28 win, and University got home over West's 35-17. Easts were looking for their first win of the season, coming off a bye in round 3, but they were facing a North side brimming with confidence, head coach Nick Fogarty guiding the Eagles to their best start to a season in nearly 10 years. Tight head prop AJ Campbell burrowed over from close range, and Mac Mason converted to give the Tigers the early lead. But the Eagles hit back straight away when Duncan Pea'aua showed plenty of speed to split the Tigers' defence. The home side scored their second try from close range before North levelled with this try from a scrum. Pea'aua heavily involved again, handing off to Mitch Fuller to score before converting the extra 2 points to give the Eagles a 14-12 lead going into the break. Mason got the Tigers back in front with 2 penalty goals after half-time, but they would be the home side's last points as Norths proved to be too strong. Fogarty's men racked up 22 unanswered points in the second half. Alex Gibbon finished with a hat-trick, speeding away on 3 occasions to score wonderful long-range tries, and Pea'aua collected a personal tally of 16 points. The match of the round was a spiteful affair between 2 of Queensland Rugby's oldest clubs, Jeeps and Brothers. Jeeps had previously lost 2 very close games and were looking to convert their spirited performances into a hard-earned win. Making his starting debut for Jeeps Premier Grade, Pat Nicholson also scored his maiden Premier Grade try to open the scoring for the Gallopers, touching down in front of a very vocal home crowd. Brothers Matt Murphy and Jeeps Folletti Kaitu exchanged pleasantries midway through the half, before Murphy was sent to the sin bin and Kaitu scored off the next play. Piers Fitzgerald scored the visitors first, brushing aside some poor defence to cross in the corner and leave his team trailing 10-7 at the break. The second half had all the markings of a typical Jeeps Brothers derby, with big hits, gritty defence, exciting tries and a tense finish wowing the fans at Yoku Road. Brothers scored first with a penalty to Sam Hine, followed by a try to Mitch Felsman, his 7th of the season, putting the visitors ahead 15-10. Jeeps regained the lead after a penalty try was awarded for deliberately knocking the ball out of play. That was the beginning of a match-winning 19-point run for the Gallopers, with Mitch King and St George Queensland Reds flanker Waiter Setu also scoring tries. Brothers spent the final 10 minutes in Jeeps' 22-metre zone, and despite bagging 2 late tries, a missed sideline conversion attempt on full time meant Jeeps had held on to record a spirited win with only 13 men left on the field. Sunnybank and Bond were both coming off losses in round 3 when they met at Old Mac Oval, but only one team could walk away with the victory in round 4. Despite Sunnybank scoring first points through Jake Strawn's boot, Bond collected the first try, steamrolling the Sunnybank defence to crash over. Mitch Third assumed the kicking duties this week and made the score 7-3. Junior Lulawifi got the Dragons back in front with 2 touches in the one play, finishing the movement under the posts. The hosts collected a penalty try from a scrum after 25 minutes, but they made a meal of the restart, allowing Bond to strike back immediately. The visitors took a 4-point lead into the half-time break after some quick hands on the short side set Gus Kasavakatini flying down the right-hand touchline. Third maintained a perfect record with the boot to make it 21-17. Dragons coach Rod Sieb must have given a rousing half-time speech as the home team posted 25 points in the second half to Bond's 7. George Blomfield got it all started 5 minutes after the break, and the Dragons rolled on from there, kicking 2 penalties and scoring a further 2 tries. Isaac Fines Lelawasa sealed the victory with his beauty on full time. The Doggies were looking to bounce back from a round 3 loss when they hosted University at their temporary kennel in Kenmore. After missing an elementary kick early on, Richard Aitzi bounced back to put the Bulldogs in front 3-0 after 20 minutes. And Luke Ferry extended the lead, scoring a few minutes later. University waited until the final 5 minutes of the half to hit back, scoring 2 converted tries to gain an unlikely 14-10 lead at half-time. The students extended their lead after the break before University of Sunshine Coast turned West's winger Reece Cleaton scored his second try in as many weeks, cleaning up a loose ball to dive over under the black dot. That was as good as it got for the home team, however, as the students scored another 2 converted tries, including yet another to tireless flanker Jack de Gengen, on their way to a 35-17 victory. In the match of the round, there was plenty of personal battles going on, none more so than the clash of the hookers brothers Matt Murphy and Foleti Kaitu. Scoring a try and carrying the ball strongly for the full 80 minutes, Kaitu was a deserved winner of the Musashi High Performer Award for round 4. Looking at the table now, University and North shares top spot, leapfrogging Souths who had the bye. Brothers sit 1 point adrift of first with 13 points in 4th place. Sunnybank are in 5th place, followed by Jeeps who jumped 2 places after their first win of the season. West and Bond sit in 7th and 8th respectively, and East remain firmly entrenched on the bottom, yet to collect a competition point. Round 5 will see the defending premiers Souths return to the field as they take on Brothers at Albion. Bond will be looking to stop their losing streak when they host round 4 winners Jeeps. East will welcome University to David Wilson Field, and in the match of the round, West will host Sunnybank at Kenmore. The competition is certainly hotting up now, and there's plenty of great rugby ahead of us this weekend. If you haven't been to a game yet this season, there's still plenty of opportunity to do so. If you don't know where your nearest Premier Rugby club is, jump online at redsrugby.com.au and follow the steps to the Premier Rugby page to find your local club and check out the Stars of Tomorrow today.